The history of the Freemasonry is kind of, it's clouded in a little bit of uncertainty. We don't know definitively when, why, where Freemasonry came from. Most people will speculate that it arose out of the stonemason guilds that created the castles and cathedrals of Europe, and particularly in Great Britain during the first half of the last millennium. But there's some holes in that theory as well.
There are 3 degrees in Freemasonry, and then from there you can choose 2 lateral bodies, which one is the York Rite, and the other one is the Scottish Rite. And the Scottish Rite goes up to 33 degrees, and the York Rite goes to Knights Templar. So each degree, there's Entered Apprentice, which is your first degree. The second degree is known as the Fellow Craft, and the third degree is Master Mason. And the process is, to become a Mason, you have to apply, and then they investigate you, and once that's done, you are approved and you start taking your degrees. The only stipulation is you have to be, and the saying is, you have to be a good man of his own will and accord. So no one can like force you to go apply to be a Mason. You have to go on your own will.
Freemasonry has now become a fraternity of men who come together for the purpose of the friendships and the fellowship and the brotherhood that they find within the lodge, the opportunity to develop their character and to improve themselves and to go out and serve their fellow man. The requirement that a Mason believes in a supreme being essentially prohibits an atheist or an agnostic from becoming a Mason, but anyone else who, whether they belong to a particular church or are active in a certain faith, or just the person who accepts the fact that there's something greater than we as human beings. But we don't concern ourselves with theological distinctions. We don't concern ourselves with whether or not someone attends a church or is regularly active in a church. We just, again, for the person who absolutely denies the existence of a supreme being, a higher power, God.
It's pretty open. It used to not be, but then they realized people were kind of dying off and that everything was kind of the same, and they kind of got their heads together.
Masons that some in the public hold of us. Certainly the most common is that we are some type of a secret society, and that can be sometimes perceived as just being kind of benign in that we're just this group of men who are a quote-unquote secret society, whatever that means. They don't necessarily assign any negative connotations to what we do and what we're all about. Some people, though, will take that idea of being a secret society and extend it much further to the point where they accuse Freemasonry of having negative motivations, in that we are somehow pulling the levers that control the economy, that control government, that control society, that we are able to further the advancement of our individual members at the expense of other people, non-members, certainly maybe more deserving people. Again, suggest that none of that is true.